about it. You know what? We made such a fuss about it, it didn't even show up on the screen. I was like making you tricksy, and we were being all silly, and it didn't even show up. So good. Wah, wah, wah. Hi everyone, welcome to Treehouse Fiber Arts here. Rachel.
Knit 24 Sue.
Kind of did that differently, didn't I?
I kind of like it.
Welcome to Floss Toss. We are on episode 49.
Are we on schedule? Like, has it been 2 weeks? I lost track.
It's been 2 weeks. We said we'd do a live, and you and I both decided we weren't in the mood for a live.
You know what? It takes a different energy. Do you find that?
Yes.
It takes a very different energy that I don't have right now.
Yeah.
So I was so happy when you said, why don't we just do a regular? I'm like, yes, please.
Yeah. I felt like we had so much to share too. Like I was looking at all the stuff I had and I thought, oh my gosh, it's going to be crazy with a live.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be.
I agree. I feel like when we have a live, like I still, like we talked about the Biscornu, I've got to get that together. And I feel like that will be a good live because people can ask questions around it. And
Good
I feel
idea.
like it should be, in my world, when you do a live, I like there to be a lot of interacting.
Mhm.
And I feel like we couldn't have pulled that off with our stuff.
No. Should we do it next time? Can we say right here that in 2 weeks it'll be Biscornu?
Really, really hard.
Okay.
I'm a commitment phobe. You know that about me, right?
No.
You don't?
Yes, I do actually.
Oh, I was going to say it's so obvious.
Well, for the important stuff, you aren't, yeah. But we all understand. I mean, this is a hobby. This is fun. We're not getting necessarily paid for you to teach us how to do the Biscornu. So,
and I'm happy to share knowledge. It's also incredibly hot right now. So to like, for me to like commit to like certain amounts of work, like some days you wake up and you're like, I can't function in this heat.
Oh, and it's so muggy. It's so muggy here.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we have a lot of rain coming. So today is in my world, a perfect summer day.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to get out and float for a while later.
That sounds very nice. Very nice. Well, today we have a bunch of whips to share with you. A little crochet as well. And Lori Holt, if you're watching, we want to share
Lori.
Specifically for you, Lori Holt. I have something that I received in the mail from a viewer to review. So I wanted to share my little insights on using this product. And I'm so curious if others have used it. I know.
I love that you got that pencil in your hand. Mine's upstairs. I wish I had it with me.
Yes.
Like you're Harry Potter over there.
I know. This is my Blackwing pencil.
I know. I need them.
You all love the Blackwings. I'm so curious. Those of you who have purchased the Blackwings out there, are you enjoying them? I sold out on the sharpeners. I do have a few select Blackwings. I'm placing a big order. They have some new stuff that came in that will be in the shop hopefully in the next week or two, but I'm excited.
I know we don't like tell people when things are in the shop a lot, but could you just let me know when that happens?
Oh yes.
And have you asked them if you can break up the boxes?
Yes, they discourage breaking up the boxes, but I did find that they do have what's called it's like an audition starter kind of pack that I'm going to try and get in my shop.
Yes, I need that. Well, I'm going to need a lot, but a sharpener for sure. Put that one aside.
Well, you're going to see there's some really fun stuff, hopefully going in the shop. But we'll talk about shop at the end. So those of you who are not interested can just shut us off. So anyways, back to our itinerary.
Yes.
We also have so we have the whips. I have no finished objects. You do? Oh, you're so good. You have 2 floss tubers that you want to share?
Yes.
That you enjoyed.
I've been really going off into the floss tube universe. We'll talk about that when we get there.
Sounds good. And then, you know what? I have enough, we're doing something for Lori Holt. I also have some things to show for everyone, but especially in mind for Carrie, because I have some vintage stitching work from my closet that I found.
I have some in my closet.
Yeah, I was pulling out such items that we were talking about for Lori, and I came across these items, and one of them is hilarious. It was all in stitched these words in German. We'll talk about it. George is taking German. We deciphered what it said, and it's so appropriate for my shop that I gotta frame it. So Paige, if you're watching, it's coming to you. You gotta frame it. Anyways, that is what's in store.
Okay, one question. When is George going to Germany? Is it soon?
Oh, I have a foreign exchange student coming in September, and George is going to be staying with his family in June.
Oh, you know what? I
So-
just thought that, like, shouldn't they be together? Like, if you have someone coming, shouldn't George be there with
Yeah,
him?
yeah. God, yes.
just
Who
hit
would
me. I
entertain
thought-
this kid?
I thought he was leaving, and so, yeah, okay. I'm so excited.
I know. We
can't
found
wait.
out we have a picture of him and his lovely family, and his father is like a radio personality, and his mom works in the theater, and he likes to play volleyball, which is what George loves to do.
Play.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. So it sounds like a good match.
You know what this makes me think of? Did you read or listen to Matthew McConaughey's book?
No.
Oh, what's it called? It's really good. Greenlight. I listened to it, and then I listened to him on a lot of podcasts. I'm sorry, we're going way off, but he was a foreign exchange student. It did not go well.
Oh no. Do you remember where he went? Oh, I'll have to. Is it his biography or something?
Yeah, it's so good. And honestly, listen to it because it's his voice. The story
Oh.
so good.
Oh, he has a nice voice too. That would be fun.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Where did he go? I think he went somewhere where
Oh
he
no.
left his home to stay with this family. Didn't go well.
Well,
But
it's only
funny. It's
it's
funny.
only a month, so it's not, a whole.
Oh, a
school
month
year.
is like a blink. We all know this will
Yeah.
be the time that time stands still.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going.
Anyways, yeah, I don't know how. Oh, the German.
Yeah.
Tile thing. Okay, yeah. So that's our plan. Should we jump right in?
We should jump right in. And when I knew it was the week to podcast, I'm like, oh my God, I haven't done a thing in 2 weeks. And I hadn't done a lot. I did do the one finished object and one other thing, but all of a sudden it got me like in like stitch mode because it's like, I have to have something to show.
Show us your finished object,
Okay.
right? Shouldn't we do that first? Let's celebrate.
It's another
Oh, you finished your stocking, Franny.
Frankie.
Oh, Frankie. There's a K.
I know.
You're
Frank-
like, oh, I spelled it wrong.
So no, this is my little great grandnephew, Frankie. So his family is done. And so I had wanted to put it in my press. I'm really interested to see how our presses do with needlework.
Okay.
I know. So I'm going to try it. This is so rough and tough. I feel like, so I want to put it in the press, then I have to add all the little things. So
That'll
it's
take a while.
done. Yeah.
Wow. And then it'll go to your finisher.
Hopefully she's up for it. If not, it will go to another, my shop has a finisher that they send it off. So I have one more to do. I meant to bring down the leaflet. I can do these in a week.
And
So it's kind of like just put my head down and do them.
those are big, easy stitches. They look impressive. They're
Pearl
Just-
cotton on 22 count linen, which is 11. No, it's even bigger than that, I think. I can't remember, but it's big.
yeah, pearl cotton.
Yeah. And the charts are big. I mean, I've gotten so I wear my cheaters for everything. Like my eyes just have
Yeah,
created that I need it for everything.
yeah.
So it flies just in hand, what do you call that method? Sewing method.
So talking about the God, my brain is just so bad. Talking about the floss, the that you're
The
using for
pearl
that.
cotton.
Thank you. Talking about the pearl cotton, it reminded me of the Sulky thread. I was watching Sweetwater Stitcher, Jessica, and she is starting to collect Sulky, which their 12 weight line of thread is supposed to be like holding DMC double, which is
Like one strand double or DMC, the whole 6 strands double?
one strand double. Like
Okay.
it's holding two
strands.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why is Sulky? Why do I know Sulky, but is it silk? Is that?
Nope, it's cotton, and it's another option for people, and it comes on a spool just like Aurifil, but with Aurifil, when you pull it off, it's 6 ply, but with Sulky, it's 1 ply. And it's 1 ply, which equals 12 weight, which I'm assuming pearl cotton is 12 weight.
Well, it can be 8, 12, maybe 6.
Okay.
This is, I don't know what.
Whatever the case.
It's not 12. It's
Yeah.
not 12.
So I'm thinking I'm going to get myself some Sulky because we've been talking about adding 32. And I just added, by the way, some 32 in the shop.
Oh,
32
right.
covered bridge.
Then
I haven't told anybody about that. One person found, but I do have some 32 in the shop of covered bridge. And I thought that would be really fun to have some. I'm going to try it out and see. Jessica really, really likes the Sulky. It comes in over 100 colors, and they have a DMC conversion on the site. The price point is great. And I think it's nice that you don't have to double up. I know. So I thought I'd get some myself and test it out and see if it's something maybe I want to put in the shop.
Now, I'm assuming that's not a big box store item. That's a specialty shop.
I don't know. I think you
I
can
don't
buy Sulky at Joanne.
Really?
I think so.
I haven't been in one of those stores in, I can't even remember. It's been really a long time.
It's a German company owned by a family. Been around for a long time.
I've definitely heard of it.
Well, you know, they make that, remember that Sulky dissolving stuff we used for our Christmas ornaments by Crafts?
Don't even talk about those ornaments.
Oh, gosh, we're going all over the place, but did you see her new ones out?
No.
They're like these like gingerbread house, 3D houses. I think I have to download it and make one this Christmas or 2. I don't know. Anyway, Crafts, if you want to do some felting, check out her site.
I'm still looking for people that would like to sell me some of their time.
Oh my gosh. We just like to do everything, don't we?
It's bad.
Well, anyways, we really went down a little path there, but well done on your whip.
Thank
Or
you.
your FO, I should say.
FO. Well, it should have the charms on it to be an FO, but I didn't get there.
The stitching's done.
Stitching's done. That's what we consider an FO.
Well, I pulled out an oldie.
So did I. 2 oldies.
Ooh, I did too, actually.
You know what I discovered?
Hmm.
That I don't need to really start new things because I have so many things that I've started that I love and I've put them away. And we'll talk about one because I brought it back out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have 100 whips. Like I have a lot, but I don't have 100.
Mm-hmm.
So I really, when I'm kind of fidgety, like I've been for a long time, I just go to my area and I always find something that's like, oh, I forgot about it. I love that.
Yeah. That's why I'm finding a lot of my oldies are big things. So the starts that I have are littler things, which is kind of fun.
Yeah, I'm kind of in that same boat.
So I pulled out this. I forgot what was in here. That's what gravitated me was the bag. Remember when I made this?
Oh, I love it.
And I took my old blue jeans and
It's so nice.
Yeah, so this is my quarantine stitch. One of them, the Coming to America. Remember?
Oh, mine, yeah,
Remember?
mine is mine I had pulled out and looked at. It wasn't enough to grab me in yet, but I looked at it.
I got the whole boat pretty much done. I'm still working on the sails, but that's as far as I've gotten.
I love it.
I love it too. Now, I got the kit from Kit and Stitcher, and I think this was a hand dyed. Was it X Jude?
I don't love my fabric. That's half the problem.
Well, yeah, and I know, this is a 40 count. No. I think I got 36 count.
I think I got 36.
Yeah. And I know, hand dyed is so hard I think I got a darker piece of what was called for, because a lot of my threads just don't show up nicely on this.
Right. Yeah.
And I love the feel of the fabric, and it's wonderful to stitch on, but I'm just not loving the color.
You know what's the problem is for me is when I go back to these old pieces, quite often I'm not happy with the fabric. Now that I'm a fabric dyer, I want to use mine.
Yeah, I bet that. And I want to use yours too, because I'm thinking, ooh, this would look so good on covered bridge. Like it would show up, or
Yeah.
even Boston Tea Party, or
I wonder how it would look on Nor'easter. I don't know why. That's where I go. Because of all the browns would complement that.
And the blue, that because it's a blue green of the water that would make that. Because that Nor'easter has a little bluish green.
Definitely. It's like a warm gray, like very, yeah. I think because of those browns, it would pop like crazy.
Yeah, I mean, these are gorgeous. Oh, all these wonderful flosses are being tied up in.
Do you have any Nor'easter?
Yeah, I'm sure I do.
I feel like you probably do. Yeah.
Like some, little, I don't know if I have a cut that big. I'll have to look. You mean you want me to look right now to see?
Well, I would love to see how the colors play on it. Although on the camera, it's so hard.
It's so bad. I know the camera just never does it justice. I don't have any Nor'easter in the shop, but I got.
Don't you need some? Why did I think that was a color you still had?
Nope, I'm completely sold out now. Let's see.
I need to get you some of that.
I think. What is this one? I think, this is a Nor'easter.
Doesn't read well at all, but I think,
see if I get a little closer.
I think it'd be gorgeous.
Gosh. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it would show up so much better. And even the blue of the Pilgrim's pants is dark blue, and the red and white of the flag would actually pop out. Sue, you're so smart.
I'll get you some.
I think I might start over. Well, I could use this. This is a seconds. This is maybe like a piece that just wasn't.
Is it big enough?
Like from the olden days when, we were like being really, I don't know why maybe I just kept it.
It probably has one little tiny dot of something.
Yeah.
Is it 40 or 36?
I think it might be big enough. This, now that I know, this is 40. But I guess I could use it. It just would be smaller. I mean, the pattern actually, the design was on 40 count.
I think it'd be gorgeous.
Okay, I'm going to leave this out. And think about it. Okay, thank you. Next.
What do you have next? Have you worked on?
No, I have not touched that one.
I can't remember if I have or not, so I grabbed it. I think I have.
But I wanted to.
It's very sweet.
I love that. I love those Santas. This is the
and
Teresa
now
Kogut.
Her Halloweens are even.
Oh, you did. You worked on it.
Did I work on it?
It looks more full in the coat.
This is deadly because everything is gonna distract me from what I need to do today. I love it.
I love those Santa so
I
much.
really don't think I'm gonna do the black. I think I've made that decision and I don't have a picture of it, unfortunately. But it's got like a black archway that you fill in.
Yeah, I don't
And
have it
I don't
either.
think I'm gonna do it.
Well, you were thinking of making it into an ornament, and yeah, I mean, if it doesn't
Or
roll for your ornament, why do it?
Santa's in a dough ball.
Yeah.
I really want to do the nun stitch on some of these, and which is that what I want to call it? The nun stitch? I think so. And then you just cut it away. And then you'd have two pieces, and then you just put them together by hand, everything by hand.
If you get a chance, watch. It's a couple episodes ago of Stitch Roadies. Anna, she went and toured, I think her name is AKA Van Mom on Instagram.
Ooh.
I follow her and she's just she's a wonderful person to follow on Instagram.
The Van Mom one?
Yeah. Well, and Anna, but for sure.
I follow Anna for sure already.
Yeah. Let me go. I gotta find her site. And I think it's Linda. Her name is Linda, and Anna went to Linda's studio, and did a little studio tour. And her studio, while it's a smaller studio, she does a really great job of storing her stuff and showing off her stuff. And she, instead of making pillows and stuffing them, she makes the pillows but keeps them flat, and that she puts them in pretty wooden boxes, and they all just sit, and you can just kind of go through them and they look pretty. It's just a really pretty way of displaying as well. Instead of having full pillows, you have to take a look at the video, and I'll try and remember to link it down below for people too.
I am definitely she follows me. I'm gonna follow her back. I have no idea, but her feed is gorgeous.
Oh, she's so talented. Yes, so talented. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you have to follow her.
Oh my.
I think everybody knows her.
Well, I sometimes I feel like I live under a rock.
Well, there's just so many people to know in the community, you know.
Well, and it's so hard because when I first started in the yarn business and YouTubing, like I just followed everyone back. So I have this huge feed now of people I have no idea who's who. So I often don't follow people back. And lately what I've been doing is really looking at who follows me and if they're big stitchers, because I love looking at stitching.
Yeah.
I tend to follow back if I'm paying attention, but I'm very excited to go through her feed.
Yeah, you should definitely. She did all the Brenda Gervais holiday hooplas. And she has them all. That's really showing up good. I don't know.
Wait to go on the podcast.
Yeah. Now. Yeah. Check her out. She's just got a really nice feed. And oh my gosh, I could just look at all this stuff. And, I mean, you get to go in her drawers and just see how organized she is. Maybe to make us feel bad. I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like if I watch enough organizational videos that it will hit me.
Yeah.
It hasn't happened yet.
But I love her. Look she's got like emergency snacks near her food.
Oh,
or near her stitching. That's my kind
stitching. We need emergency snacks always.
Always. Oh, and look she also does.
I do that too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, see these. Why can't this commune we need to create, don't we?
Oh, Chelsea and I were talking about that when she was home. Like, if we could handpick and live communally, the thing is, it seems like whenever I witness that, it's like not a good thing. Like, but it makes so much sense. Like,
it ends up on a Netflix special.
I don't want that.
No.
But like where they have like that over a certain age housing, how all the houses are, like we need to buy one of those.
There you go.
And everybody buy in the same community. Oh, can you imagine?
That would be amazing.
So cool.
Okay. So I just showed you my old one, right? And you showed Santa.
Santa.
Well, since we're on the Teresa thing, I worked on my Strawberry Manor, which is a Patreon tier 4 mystery sale.
I want to do this so bad. I should be downloading those, huh? What if I haven't? Are they already gone?
No, they're there. You should be downloading those.
They're all still there?
Oh yeah. The
Okay.
next one will be out, I think, on the 15th. And
Oh.
it'll be the next.
I love it.
I'm finally done with the first one and I'm starting the second one.
That's some pretty intense stitching there for
Well, this first one was, the second and third ones are going to be fast. So I hope to get the second and third one done.
I've got to go download those and all of the Halloween.
It's going to be a lot of strawberries next. And oh, it's so cute. Look at the sheep. I've meant to do the sheep in all different colors, different sheep. I forgot all about doing that. So they're all
pretty.
All white sheep.
They're beautiful.
Oh, well. So that's that. I'm doing it on a Cream and Sugar by not Fabric Flair.
Whimsy something? For the word.
Words today. You would think I'm losing my mind. What is it called? Oh my gosh.
I have no idea.
You all know them.
Who is it?
You all know them. You know them. It's down below. It's written on the screen.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay. So, we'll talk about her Patreon for 1 minute, because if you're not a patron, holy cow, the value in her Patreon is off the charts. Like the charts that she gives, it's amazing. It's an amazing Patreon. I love being a patron. And she does lives here and there.
We had one last night or 2 nights ago now. Tuesday night.
Yep. I just jumped on for a short time. I couldn't stay on long, but and then she gives you glimpses of her process, which as an artist, I love so much. And if you haven't gotten a peek of her Halloween book, oh my Lord. And you're going to have them in your shop.
I am. I'm planning on that. And I'm going to, hopefully, she lives maybe an hour and a half away. We're going to meet finally in person, and I will pick them up in person. I'm
FaceTime with me when you meet.
Yeah, that would be kind of fun, actually. Yeah. So okay. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get that Halloween book. And then you know what else I want to do? I love my star that I made, the USA flag star. And she's got all those Christmas stars. I would love a star tree. I think I want to carry all the stars in my shop, and we'll do like a star tree kind of thing this Christmas.
I haven't been down. I forget to download things. It's so bad.
Well, the stars, they're all in her Etsy shop.
They are. Okay.
As a Patreon, you can get them at a discounted price. Yeah, I think at our tier, you get 25% off everything in her Etsy shop. Yes. So
I didn't know that.
Oh, yes, man. She has a whole video that you should probably watch.
I did watch it, but I've already forgotten all the information, so I'll have to watch it again.
Yeah, it's important. I mean, it can be complicated at first, but once you get it, it's great. Yeah, you got it. Yeah. Very, very awesome Patreon for sure. And she really enjoys it. I think it would overwhelm me to have to serve all those people all the time with design.
To have a Patreon it's hard work. Chelsea has one, and between the hard work and then the guilt if you're not putting up enough information, I mean, Teresa slays it.
Well, I mean, she's like the trifecta for Patreon. Like, she's like designer extraordinaire. She has so much coming out of the brain that she just can deliver. And she's a smart businesswoman, and she's nice and fun. I mean, I've said that, like, she genuinely, or she just is so good at putting on a show. I don't think so. She's definitely a nice person.
It's really a great Patreon. I don't know if she'll ever cap it off. But,
I don't know.
It's good.
Yeah. All right. Continued work on.
Oh, go ahead.
I continued on my cute little Luminous Fiber Arts Boo Hoo, and I got the little cats. Oh, I just have fill in now, pretty much. I've got. I don't know. Like know if you were going to do the border on the Patreon Teresa Kogut one. I don't know if I'm going to do the black around. I'm going to do those little star things, but
Oh my gosh. It goes to show like the pattern's adorable, but
It
then
is.
you look at it on the fabric and
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
Yeah, this is your fabric. I want to say it's an early
Yeah.
low tide. It's one of those pieces I just kept.
Mhm.
We were playing around in the beginning.
I just want my fabric serge so badly.
I know I love.
I have
You need
no
a serger.
fabric. None.
I have it in my beautiful
Oh,
bag. I know we say it all the time, but thank you, Diane.
you Diane.
Okay, what else do you have?
Well, since you showed Halloween, I'll show Halloween. Check
Yes.
out this bag.
Ooh.
Joanna.
Oh, I
So I went to I got a thought in my head about this piece that I had totally like let it go. I was enjoying it, but moved on. It's very different for me. And hold on, I got to get rid of all. I'm sorry, like it's just like this. I can't take the time to fix it. I can't.
Oh my gosh, you got that one. Up
Oh
close,
my
please.
gosh.
A little
So,
closer and tell us what it is.
so it is. Oh my God. I'm like you, like I know exactly. Tiny Modernist.
Yes.
Tiny Modernist. And I'm not sure what year it came out, but
I think
it was
it's this year.
No, it's old.
It is? I thought it was the new one.
No,
Okay.
it is. It has to be 3-4 years ago because we went through a pandemic.
Oh, the mystery one.
Yeah, this is part one. And then, oh my gosh, this is all I want. This is all I did yesterday. I was craving a day of stitching so bad. And I all of a sudden was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So I want to put them in order.
Yeah, I forgot you started that one.
I hope I have I know it. And okay, we'll talk about it in 1 minute because I love it so much. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so then it must have been every month you get a new.
It was a mystery sale.
Mm-hmm. These are really hard to see.
Yeah.
They give you another room every month. So I have done this, and half of that. I love it. I'm obsessed, to say the least.
You have them all.
I have them all. Okay. So I pulled it out and I was like, and I couldn't decide if I was going to be committed to it. Like, when you go like, I'm going to give it a shot.
Mm-hmm.
It's like all I want to do. So you can do one room a night.
They're so cute.
Isn't it so cute?
Is that like any monster in the
Yes.
green vest?
They are so sweet. So I did.
Are they supposed to be the monsters?
I don't know. I mean, they look like them, right? So I did this one the first night, which I didn't have white, which I just found. So I got to finish that. This was yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I love it so much. I have no idea what the fabric is. I think I got it at my shop, the Thistle, because that's where I got all the pieces. I should have really pressed it. The lighting is not great down here. It's not doing it a service because it is the cutest. So when I started it, I wanted it for the girls.
Uh-huh.
Lily and Charlie. And I still want it for the girls. I want the girls to have a piece stitched by me for every holiday in their room. And they share a room.
It's called the Haunted Mansion.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah, look at that.
So what year was it?
Well, this is 2021. It was last year.
Really?
Very fun. Yeah, that's what it says. Well, maybe somebody did it a year. This is when this one was posted.
Oh, okay. I
So
don't know. I feel like it's been a while. It was when I first got back into stitching.
So when do you stitch all the stuff outside of the house?
Whenever I want, I have it all.
You have it
See, ideally, you would have done all of that before you put your rooms in.
all.
This
Okay.
is the first.
That's going to be so fun for a little kid's room because
Well, I
looking
want,
at all those, it's like a dollhouse.
I know, and I want them to have like the memory of, oh, it's Halloween. We get to go get Grammy's piece. So it won't be done for this Halloween, but I'm hoping for next Halloween.
Here's one on darker like yours.
Oh,
That really pops. Look at the green on the bottom there.
it is. Oh, I cannot wait to do the little wedding next door to this one. Wait, hold
This-
that up again.
Yeah, these look bigger. Did they make their characters bigger?
That's not the same. Like
Wait.
where is this one? Hold it up again.
Yeah, why is this one so much? I don't know.
Maybe it's a different one. It looks exactly the same. It's totally different on the inside
Yeah.
because I want a wedding one. That is so weird. Maybe they just got really creative
Yeah.
and put
I
in their
love
own
the
stuff.
little extra touches. Yeah. Wow.
I cannot wait. I'm going to put in the ghost today over here. How am I going to get any work done today?
Oh my
I
gosh.
don't
Yeah.
know.
This person did all kinds of extra touches.
It's perfect.
Wow.
I think too, I'm using 32 count fabric.
Uh-huh.
32. I want to say this is 32. I have no idea, but I love the fabric.
Look at the finish. They did like a tombstone. That's kind of fun.
Love that.
Yeah. Okay, I'll stop.
It's okay. It's okay. I love it. I love this part of cross stitch. You can be all over the map. You can love samplers. You can love pictorials. You can love,
I agree.
you can love like this look which is, who else
Yeah.
has this look?
Like
Cloud.
just sort of modern stuff like Satsuma Street is a little more modern.
Cloud
um,
Factory has all the,
Little characters.
yep. Cloud Factory. And then, what's the other famous one? Oh, pumpkin, frosted pumpkin.
Oh, yes.
Like you can love it all and you can stitch it all. And it was really
Yeah, you
like
can.
when I was working on this, I was like, you know what? I get so stuck into like doing all the samplers right now. And I love my samplers. I love the rhythm of a sampler.
Me too.
All of a sudden, wait do you see the next piece that I want to work on this weekend?
Honestly, you're so right. And that's kind of that's what's been kind of keeping me awake at night with my shop. Like I feel like I should be laser focused on a type of, but I'm all over the map, and that's how I like to stitch.
Well, it's kind of
So I put in what I.
Well, I feel like that's the kind of fiber artists we are. Like, I mean, I'm a yarn dyer and I don't knit half as much as I should be knitting right now, but I love to spin. I love to hook rugs. It's the variety, I think.
Exactly. Do you remember this one?
Oh, I forgot this one and I love it.
Remember, this is on the Murky. And this is my from last year.
I'm really unhappy that you're showing this because I forgot how much I loved it.
I'm just curious now because I don't use a hoop. I stitch in hand. Am I going to enjoy it more? Because remember, I did not like this fabric.
And what count is it?
And you know what? I'm looking and I'm stitching a 24. And what am I using? I think it's a 32 count Murky. I'm going to try my 28 needle because I'm a 28 girl now. And back then I was okay.
I would almost encourage you to go with a 26 first.
Well, and I think I am because I'm holding I'm holding the floss double too. Now with 32, and it's a shrunken fabric. I really feel like the holes are little. I would be using one. You know what I think I might do? I think I might finish the witch in this double and do the rest now in one strand.
That would be super cool.
Because that'll pop and the rest will be in the background. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
And that'll make these look more forward
Mhm.
because they'll be fuller, and the other bats that I do will look like they're in the background. I'm going to do that. Maybe I'll enjoy.
Don't you love, this is what I'm finding as I go back to pieces, because I've changed so much from when I started
Me too.
I mean, I've been stitching my entire life, but when I really got back into it 4 years ago, like what a shift.
Yeah.
Because of different products now. These products weren't, well, they were 4 years ago, but
That's
when I
right.
used to stitch, they weren't. So I didn't know to go to them.
No.
That's going to be gorgeous. You know, I have one other thought of what you could do instead of one strand.
Okay.
You could continue 2 strands and just do half cross. Have you ever seen that done?
Yeah. I just do 10 stitches.
Yeah.
What would you do then? Should I do that?
I don't know.
I could try it with one bat and see what it looks like.
See what it looks like. Do 1 and 1, do the smallest in, or an area close by.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling you'll get about the same effect.
Interesting.
Mm.
Yeah,
And
because it's
would
so
you enjoy
dense.
doing more?
Oh,
Although honestly, that house in the background,
I know.
I think I'd be tempted to go full 1 strand. Yeah, because there's so much. Oh my God, Rachel, that piece is gorgeous. And I think it's going to be gorgeous the way you're thinking.
Oh my gosh, Paige, get ready to frame that.
I can't believe Paige is all your pieces.
I know. I sent Paige like a priority mailer with like, I think 6, 7. I don't know. It was scary. I have to say, when I put it in the mail, I was like,
I know. I kind of like shudder when I put my stuff in the mail. I know.
They're doing, I'm not even gonna say it because it'll jinx me.
Nothing. Not gonna say anything. Okay. Now we're gonna go back to samplers, because I watched Lori's. Oh my gosh. Everyone's talking about it. Her last video was so inspiring.
5 months without a floss tube, and Lori.
So inspiring. I think that's what jump started me, to be honest, was like, holy moly, like I miss stitching so much.
Whenever Lori says, "Oh, I have some back from the framer I want to share with you," or what's her names? Her friend,
Chrissy.
Yes, when she says I have stuff back from the framer, I'm just like, turn it up, everybody quiet. I don't want any noise.
I agree. Well, I pulled up because she showed so many redwork samplers and I'm kind of obsessed. I went back to my modern folk.
Oh, yes.
But okay, well, let's talk about it. Right now I'm just mirroring this. I got quite a bit done. I really picked it up for maybe 2 or 3 mornings. Now what's happening is I want to be stitching in the morning and I was reading in the morning, and now I want to be stitching every night after dinner. And I was going to bed early and reading. And so my reading is going to the wayside, which I'm not happy about, because I have a very lofty goal every month for the amount of books I read. But Audible, with the right book, I sit and stitch and listen to books.
Isn't that glorious?
It has to be the right books.
Yeah.
It has to be not too many character. Like, I don't want to have to like think too much. I just want to enjoy.
Yeah.
And as much as I love like Netflix and Hulu, side note, American Horror Story's back. Sorry. I love it. Sorry. Everyone just shut down like, whoa, who is she? Anyways, I don't know. Listening to a book is so much richer for me lately. So I'm super happy. So anyways, I'm back to stitching this in the morning. I love this so much. I'm going to tell you what it is, and then I'm going to tell you the dilemma. It is, of course, a Jacob. I've missed Jacob so much.
Me too.
The Little Red Bird Quaker sampler. It's so beautiful. So there is, I remember putting it aside because.
And that's one she has done, right?
Is it? I don't know.
Didn't she do her own take on the bottom? I think maybe a floss tube before she showed that one.
I don't know. I'm going to check though. But I believe there's some errors down here. And it's really made me put it down. And I'm like, you know what? Just plow through. So I'm going to finish the top and I'm going to keep making my way down. Hopefully the error isn't too drastic. I don't care. I'm not going to let that get in my head. I say that.
Forward, not backward.
Yes. Thank you. I love it.
I do too.
Love monochromatic.
Did you say what red you're using?
I am using just Anchor 47. Love it. But remember last time how I said I want to do a long dog?
Yes. And there were people saying you got to do a long dog.
I know. So I went over, and how lucky am I? Like, I don't have to search for fabric. Like, that is such a gift in this industry to be a fabric dyer.
To have a shop.
I know.
Really
it really is. So I went over and nothing was hitting me. But then I watched one of the new Floss tubes that I'm watching, and she's doing the pandemic, which was free. I knew it was free. I looked at it and didn't take the time to download it during the pandemic. Having said that, I've talked about it before. I am thrilled to pay for a pattern because designers work so hard to put those patterns out for such little in return. So I am happy to pay for it, but I think I'm going to do that one.
Awesome.
So I want to go to my needle workshop, which a lot is going on there. And I don't know what it is because I'm seeing like on social media, a lot of changes. So I'm really curious to go. And I think I want to pick a beautiful silk, I think, or something gorgeous. And I'm dying to start it. What colors should I do?
Boy, COVID, pandemic. I mean, chartreuse. Like something just.
I know, but part of me wants to do black. I tend to go black, blue, or red. And I'm just thinking with my black, that gorgeous black sampler that is not framed yet, because I'm going to have to sell a child, frame it.
I don't know. Like, I think something really rich and different because that was a different year. See, I'm all about the symbolic. It's a piece of art. It's gotta be.
I like to hear that. I like to hear that a lot because
thinking about like that. If I was your kid inheriting it, I'd want it to know this was, the pandemic year. That's why I was like, man, something weird like that. Ooh, like like that deep purpley red, or like throwing out tulip pink colors. I don't know. I'm thinking something out of your wheelhouse.
I think so too.
Word, I can't believe I just used it.
It's okay. Sorry. You can use that whenever you want. So yeah, so that is going to be the long dog. I'd love to think by the next time we meet, I'll have put a stitch or two in it. The problem is the minute I start, I'm not going to want to put it down. I know that for a fact.
That's not a problem.
It isn't, but I really want to get this Halloween one done because it's so darn sweet.
Yeah, we'll get that done. Can you tell yourself I have to get this done before I start the pandemic?
I think so, but I'm not. I cannot lie. I never lie, so I'm not sure.
So I'm not going to commit to an answer.
Do you have any other stitching over there?
Well, my Jacob, I brought back
out. Oh, darn it.
Every time I pull it out, it looks like I haven't done anything, but I have. I'm almost done with the first 2 rows now. I've got the doghouse in. I put a little P for Percy on the doghouse, my little dog's name. So I will be getting that bottom row done. And I would love to, I said it in January, I'm going to be done with this thing by the end of the year. and I want it framed, and I want it on my wall. I want it in a bigger frame because I want it to be over my piano in the entryway.
You have a piano in your entryway?
I do, actually. Doesn't that sound weird?
No, sounds great.
Yeah, because it's the only place that
it fit.
It worked. We had it in the living room for a while, and I did not like it in there because I felt if I wanted to practice, it was just like it's an open space. And then we had it in Brian's office, and he hated it in there. And it would end up like stuff would be always on my bench and, that kind of thing. And then we put it out in the entryway, and it works.
So you can play as people were coming to visit.
Yeah.
My boys both play the piano beautifully, and Ben plays by ear, and he's amazing.
Wow.
Like he's a natural musician, which is my dad's side of the family. And Jake started taking lessons just on his own. He decided he wanted to learn, and he can blow Ben away technically.
Wow.
They're both so. I used to love. We'd never invested in a big piano.
Mm-hmm.
So we just had an electric, but it was decent. And I used to love, I'd be in the kitchen cooking, and they'd be playing the piano. Jake was so much later, he started, but yeah, I love it.
It's technically my mother's piano.
Well, and I took lessons for 10 years, and I would practice. I was terrible. I am not a musician. And my dad was a musician, and he'd say, when you're practicing, do you think we could close all the windows?
Oh, no. Oh gosh.
I was terrible.
Oh my gosh. You
Terrible.
didn't want to let anybody know.
Yeah. It's like, give me a paintbrush. I want painting lessons.
Yes. We all have our gifts. Yeah, it's my mom's piano. Her grandmother bought her piano when she was younger, and bought all the granddaughters a piano. Just, I guess they all took piano lessons, and my mom is the one and one of my aunts really took to the piano, and my mom took lessons all through high school and played, accompanied the different groups, and she was a big pianist. And then I took all through high school as well. But then when I got into college, I went the singing route. I played in band. I took violin, played clarinet. I did all kinds of stuff. I was very musical.
You were. My Ben he would just teach himself an instrument like nonstop. And Jake wants a baby grand, but he lives in an apartment, and
maybe not at the time.
No, pianos are tough because they're hard to, you have to hire people to move them. And I think that's what's kept me away, was like, but my mother has an upright old Steinway that someday.
Ooh.
Gorgeous.
This is a Story and Clark little upright. It's just really a little nice, more compact. It's nice. It's heavy to move, but we can move it. It's not.
Yeah.
It has a family history to it. So.
Huge. That's my mother's. It was my grandfather who was a pianist.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, if he was a pianist, he'd have a good piano. Wow, that's awesome.
I know.
Very nice. Okay.
That was just a little musical note we want to talk about. Go ahead.
That's it.
Okay.
I guess I gotta put like family names in here and stuff too. I gotta do all that. Wow.
That's the part with Lori that I just, it's just mind blowing to me, because I don't even know. I'm terrible with our family history. I don't know all those people.
Do you want to?
I kind of do. And I ask my mom a lot, but like on my dad's side, she doesn't remember, like she doesn't know them all. And my dad's side of the family is very small. My mom's is bigger. I should just sit with her with a piece of paper, but I want to know when they were born, and I could look that up, I guess, on whatever that is.
Do you have an aunt or anything that's still alive that's more like that has kept records, or there's always one person?
No one. I have no one. My grandmother, my father's mother, was so into it and used to talk to me about it. And it was at a time when I was, not that I wasn't interested, but not interested enough to write it down. And I'm so mad at myself.
Mhm.
And both my grandmothers would talk a lot about like
Mhm.
family and
Yeah.
I truly was interested, but not enough to really write it down. Makes
Yeah.
me sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they all still, I mean, is your family history kind of clustered in the same area?
Yes.
That would make it pretty easy to go
Okay.
to different areas and work on go to different, public, what am I trying to say? To get the records and,
Yes.
start
All right. I'm going to start because
ancestry.com and you'll just open up a whole rabbit hole.
know, I
It'd be
know.
fun.
It would be fun. I'd like to, because I love how she honors them all. It's just
I
so
know.
nice.
I feel like she's a genealogy expert as well. I bet she's got an account on genealogy.com and knows how to use that all, or not genealogy.com, ancestry.com.
Ancestry. And I have to admit, I get a little overwhelmed by it. It's like, oh, I'm not quite sure. But I should. Dave's side of the family, I believe we call her cousin, but it's probably down the line a bit. I think she did a lot of their family.
Uh-huh.
So,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
I've dabbled on my own with ancestry.com and found a lot, but I think some of it there's some things that I was not completely sure if I did correctly. And I just feel like I should take like a real how to trace your roots kind of class.
Could you do that, please?
Yeah.
Okay. And then
we'll do it.
then
Spare
we'll do it.
time.
That's part of it. Okay. So I started on the Halloween and then I got this bug going where went back to my little cubby holes with all my projects. And I have shown this before. I'm not sure I'm going to enjoy working on it on the fabric. It looks like it could even be 28 count, but it's beautiful. It's the Mirabilia Santa.
Right now.
I know the lights are going through it.
No, I thought it was Aladdin.
Oh,
I don't know. I thought it was like a Disney character, like a genie or something.
no. And it's got all the Kreinig. It's got Kreinig. It's got beads. It's got baubles. And I do all that as I go. Now I'm going to show you because it is beautiful.
Oh my gosh. Have I seen you work on this?
I feel like I've showed it. I have not worked on. I'm trying to get it really.
Wow.
It is stunning. So it's called Winter White Santa.
Wow.
So the thing is with these, I have a feeling it's 32 count. You can't use a tiny linen because of the beadwork.
Okay.
So I think I really want to put some, I lost my needle, just like that. Needle down. Needle down. Sorry. Anyway, no, here it is. Here it is. Okay, good.
Oh, good.
Which you should never do that, especially when you put things away like I do for years. I think I am going to put a few stitches in, see how it feels. Oh, I can tell you what it is right here. It is 28 count linen.
Wow.
So I think I could have gone to 32, but we'll see. I'm gonna put some stitches in the charts. I'll flash it because I know we're not supposed to show charts, but baby, I can show.
Are you holding two strands then? Oh, you hate that, Sue.
I am for the Halloween too, though. And I'm getting used to it. Okay. I honestly think I can show this because it's showing you nothing, but that's what we're looking at there, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't even.
But it's good. It's very like solids against, like say a solid square against an open square and an X against a solid circle. So the placement is really good. It's just a lot of stitches. I have everything I need for it. I bought everything. Wow. Yes, it's in one of these bags. I'm so sorry, Diane, but it's big. It needs a lot of space. Santa needs to breathe. Okay.
That's impressive.
So that's that. Winter
Nice.
White Santa by Nora Corbett.
Okay.
It's gorgeous.
Wow.
Again, it's a picture. I'm kind of in a picture mood. What is that about?
Yeah, that's awesome.
I know.
I think it's a holiday thing. Maybe we're into fall and winter stitching.
Oh, it feels like we're so in the depths of summer right now, but
I wanted to stitch something bright and I've been all about color for some reason. And so I put in this, which I love.
oh, I love that.
Harry's Project
Need
Keeper.
to buy one of those.
I don't even want to tell you about them because they are all mine. Everyone out there, but she sells them on the 15th of the month and they come out and you have to be a little quick. She makes a lot though, a lot of them. They're just wonderfully made and she just has such an eye with the fabric she picks. This one doesn't have any vintage stitching. This is just all, but it's all Tula pink.
Which I love too.
Couldn't pass it up. I do have, oh gosh, I don't know if I brought I do have one of her with the beautiful.
You did get another one.
I did. She actually goes to secondhand stores where they have these vintage stitches that, they'll spots on them. She actually saves them. People don't want them anymore, but she saves the stitches. This was done. Somebody did this out of love, hopefully. And she saves them. Although she's recently has been getting a little bit of angry people out there.
Well, and I understand that, like I get it, but what she's doing with them is so fantastic because
I agree.
so people have these things in their closet. What good is that just sitting there? I've got some. I've really got to look at them and send some to her, I think.
Yeah, but I love how she mixes the color. Didn't she do a great job with that
She
one?
always does.
Oh, she's got some awesome ones coming out.
She makes me want to use the bobbins, even though I never will because I don't have the patience. But if you use bobbins for your threads, oh my gosh, go check out her.
Yes.
They're amazing.
Meaning the flat ones for like DMC, if you bobbinate, she makes these with holders you can put in. And she's got a prototype that she shared on her last episode, just briefly, that showed spools.
Did I not see that? What
she showed a corner and I
this?
saw a spool.
What is this?
Don't you remember me doing this last year? Or 2 years ago. I was, I'm who I'm feeling like right now is Molly from, what's the name of their show?
Oh
my gosh.
Oh my gosh. They did the same thing with ours.
Paper and
no.
Paper and linen.
Oh, cloth. I don't know. Everyone knows. It doesn't matter that we don't know because everyone knows.
This is the Chessie and Me.
And what is it?
It's a Chessie and Me Quaker housewife. It's one of those rolls.
Oh, got it. Okay, I was so confused for a minute there.
I know, but it's all really light, subtle colors. And I, for a while, belonged to the Cotton and Club.
Cotton and
color. What did I say? Cotton and Club. Oh my gosh, it's too humid and hot.
It is.
Color and Cotton. I'm sorry, all you other these manufacturers are all like,
what good are they?
They're no good. Don't send them any materials to promote for sure. But really great colors, not your typical. I just thought they'd be really fun to do.
I remember this.
Is it upside down? God. Hot mess. Another phrase I hate, but I'm literally a hot mess. I'm hot and I'm a mess.
That's so beautiful.
I'm just picking these colors and having fun on this sorry, but it's so hard to see on this. I can only see it in daylight on a sunny, not even sunny day. It has to be like partly cloudy.
Have you done all the tricks?
I can't use artificial light. It's too thick, like white underneath doesn't help.
Doesn't help.
Yeah. I
I'm
don't-
not a fan and I love the look, but I'm not a fan of stitching on it.
I love the look, and
do
I'm
too.
gonna plod through because the look is so cool. This is witch hilt too. I back in the day I was trying everything, and it's not an easy one for stitching in hand. It just doesn't.
My Santa's a witch hilt.
It's just a little stiffer,
Mhm,
but it doesn't wrinkle as bad.
mhm. Your color choices are so pretty.
It's just gorgeous. And I mean, I didn't choose the colors; they just came
Pretty.
like that. So I picked them out of my color and cotton, which is another. I'd like to explore a little more of their
Mhm.
fibers and
Yeah.
their fabric. I like some of the stuff they're coming out with.
Mhm.
Really pretty. So that is another thing that I pulled out in the last 2 weeks. So I think that's it. That is what I worked on.
It's
Anything
all I
else?
worked on. That's all I did. I feel like I got, I don't know, at the beginning of the week when I was like, so are we doing it this week? And then I was thinking, oh, let's try Wednesday because the week is busy. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh
Yeah.
man, I better get to work. And then once I started, it was like, oh no, I have plenty.
Yeah.
Plenty.
Well, I got in the mail from Cindy. Have you heard of these pony needles?
No.
I hadn't either. She sent me these needles, Pony Black. They're a needle that's made in India. I guess the manufacturing of them stopped a while ago because their equipment broke, and it recently got fixed, I guess. And it's a family-run needle company. They're black and white, literally.
Ooh.
And I guess they're stainless steel underneath. They're hypoallergenic, so there's no nickel. And she generously sent me 28s and 26s.
Wow.
I Googled online. They're kind of hard to find, not a lot of sellers.
So
out
does
there.
she sent them to you because she's part of it, or just she
No,
them?
no, she's a customer of ours and
Wanted us to see them.
just check them out. Yeah, she's like, have you ever tried them? And she's curious what I thought. So I stitched with them on a few different projects for a while, and I thought they were very nice.
Mhm.
I thought for someone who maybe has an allergy to nickel, this is a really nice alternative, although I felt like it was a little stickier than I absolutely love my peacemakers. Peacemakers, that coating just slips through the linen so nice. And I found myself, I was using these and I was stitching and it was just fine. But when I went back to my peacemakers, it was like,
Felt the difference.
yeah. So the eyes though, by threading is always an issue for me. If the thing
Same.
doesn't thread, I'm like, throw it out. The threading was great on these, and I was doing 2 strands on a couple projects and it was doing great. So
And that can be a game changer for some people.
yeah.
I find needles are such a personal preference. Having said that though, and I was listening to another floss tuber, I think it's one of my new favorites, and I think she said, I still haven't found my favorite needle. And I feel that way. I haven't.
Hmm.
First of all, I don't pay close enough attention, and I have Bowen, peacemakers. I have a bunch, and I never know what I'm working with.
Well, yeah, when they come out of the package, I mean, there are, like, I think the ones that are now no longer being made,
Mhm.
those have a gold eye.
Okay. Now there's another one that I was using and really liked. And oh gosh, I feel like we use them for our English paper piecing. What is that brand?
Yes, the Japanese brand.
Yes.
Oh my word. Yeah.
You know which one. They come in the
Yes.
box. It might be able to go in
Yeah.
the dim bar.
I
Maybe. We
think
don't know.
the paper piecing sharps, I think, are great, but I do not like their cross stitch needles, and I don't think I'm going to offer them in my shop anymore.
Okay, now that's interesting because I've got to get out to my shop. Maybe I'll do that this afternoon.
They're
Maybe
really
I won't.
pricey compared to Peacemakers, Bowen, John James.
I've used John James. I like that. Now, years ago, when I was like stitching for a living, there was a gold needle and they were a little more expensive. And that was my needle. I don't know
What
who made it.
was it, John James Gold? Because I think they have a gold.
Maybe. I used to like hoard them and I'd hate when I'd lose one.
Mhm.
I'll have to look because I want to find a favorite needle.
Peacemakers, not your favorite. 28.
They're all the same to me.
Yeah.
I'm not able to differentiate because I mix and match all the time. So I don't know what I'm working with.
Pat Parsons are the eye of the needle is nice. I have
Really?
to, yeah, and it is really smooth. I do have a package that has many in it that I'm coveting that I have in my that I bring out for special occasions. But
I'm gonna have to look to see. Who knows? You know, there might be a shop that still has a few. Like,
yeah, that doesn't sell online, and
yeah, it'd be my shop.
you would
Darn,
think that they'll find a manufacturer for those. You would think.
I
But
know.
yeah, thank you so much, Cindy, for sending these to me and letting me try them. I think too, I wonder if there's a use for them because they're black with white. I can really see them well.
So is
as
the
I'm
white the
stitching.
needle part or the eye part?
The eye part.
That's what I thought. Oh,
And
the eye
then-
part.
Yeah, the eye part is the white. So I felt like visually, with knitting, there are those needles that are the two colors, and it helps you. Like if you use a lighter needle when you have a dark yarn.
Yeah, that's why I'm so curious. The dark is the needle point. I would think the white would be more beneficial.
Well, if you are on a darker ground cloth, the white might be beneficial. You can see it going into the hole and coming out of the hole better. You would think, the opposite. And if you have a light ground cloth, the dark, you can see better coming out.
That's
I
interesting.
don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if there's any benefit to that, but it was interesting.
Oh, well.
I don't know. It was fun. It's kind of fun to stitch on something different.
I love
with
trying. Yeah, I think it's fun to try new products. And when I had my shop, oh my gosh, that was heaven.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Oh,
Okay. Let's talk about the floss tubers and then go on to our wrap up.
Crochet?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I started watching, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, the Museum Stitcher. And I sent you a screenshot. Like,
Yes.
you've got to watch her. I love her.
Yes.
I
watched her too. I loved her too.
I love the young energy. She's adorable. She's a museum. What do you call her?
Is she like a research, like a curator kind of person?
That's what I'm thinking. But she works in a museum. She's a historian. I love watching her. I love her projects. I feel like she might have been the one that made me like, because she stitches everything. She really
Yes.
does. She's across the board. And oh my gosh, I love her so much. And then what I've been doing when I watch a floss tube, like if I was watching this right now, I would click out of here and go right over and see if it would be someone I'd be interested in, decide, watch a few minutes, follow. So she then was talking about, I think it's the Seattle Stitcher. Again, is a young mom, and oh my gosh, her projects I love them. And
check her out. I think I marked to watch later on her.
Yeah, their energy is just very different. They're newer stitchers, which I really enjoy watching because they're newer stitchers who dove in like I would dive in. Like you never know they were newer stitchers, but they use all the fabrics. They go from linen to Aida to hand dyed to knot. I don't know. They really give me energy, which I really need and like.
And it's fun to see what people are interested in that don't have any preconceived notions of what,
Yes.
what they should
Everything is
do.
new to them.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
plus they're readers. So I haven't gotten to the book section yet. I feel like I'm notorious for watching like 3/4 of a floss tube. Then I have to do something and I forget to go back.
Mhm.
But they talk about books. Again, it's a well-rounded podcast. I really enjoy well-rounded podcasts.
Yeah. Good.
So yeah, so those two go check out. I really enjoyed them.
Yes. There you go.
There you go.
Awesome. Good.
My goal in watching any YouTube channels is to be inspired.
Yeah,
That's always
absolutely.
my goal. I need inspiration. I'm going to go watch a YouTube video.
For sure.
Mhm.
Just seeing someone working on something that I have in my stash that I haven't worked on makes me want to pull it out.
Same.
Happens
Same.
every time. I found, I collect samplers that have Rachel in them.
I forgot.
Another Rachel sampler, but in this one, Rachel's the teacher. So this is
That's
Anne
amazing.
Garland sampler, 1827. And on the bottom, Anne did her name, and then she put Rachel, her teacher. I don't know if you can see it.
I can't, but
No, it says Rachel Gordon, teacher, right on the bottom there. You'll probably never see it, but yeah.
All I'm seeing is your thumb.
So anyway, hopefully it was not a bad thumb. But anyway, I remember seeing someone
I love the sampler.
Isn't that border really cool?
So unusual.
I know. So I downloaded it from the Wishing Thorn, which I signed up for her newsletter, and it's a nice newsletter. I'm getting emails with kind of her new stuff coming out, and she's just got lots of beautiful samplers. Have you heard of her?
Oh, no.
Go check out.
There is so much out there that we don't know about. That's why I'm looking at different floss tubes, like, oh my gosh, I didn't know about that or that. And again, it's people that are newer to the art. So it's, they're like an open book. Yeah.
I'll have to read up. I mean, I bet all these places are actual buildings where she lived, which makes me think of Nicola Parkman's last floss tube. I love her Sunday morning floss tubes that we get. Her latest one, with that gorgeous border. I'll put the name of it down below. It's gorgeous. It's a home, and it's Scottish, I believe. And she actually, someone emailed her that purchased the pattern that lives in that community and took a picture on a walk of the home, and she put it on the floss tube. And someone who is a descendant of that person bought it and is actually stitching it. And it was just neat, all the connections that she had with that one sampler that they put out. It was really cool.
Can I tell you, I have very rarely watched a Nicola YouTube. Do you know why? It's really weird. I am this way about certain things. I'm saving them. Yeah, I do the same. I'm not kidding you. I'm like, oh, someday I'm going to watch them all. I'm going to save that one. Oh my gosh. I've done that with Katie Strachan. Oh, I know that name. She's like a Nicola too. Very, what she has to say is so like important to me that I want to be able to focus and not be doing stuff in the background. Same. So I haven't watched any of her floss tubes. I am not kidding you. I might have watched a half of one once, and people talk about them and rave about them. I'm like, oh no, I'm saving them for a rainy day. I totally know what you're saying, but you have to they're short and they're on Sunday, and it's just such a, I enjoy her, and I enjoy Mommy Loves You GB at her Sunday briefing. Is she the one in? Yeah. UK? In the UK. Yeah, the two UKers that I haven't seen Bumble Stitches lately. I wonder if she's taking the summer off. She just got married. I was going to say, wasn't she getting married? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I thought of that. Yeah. No, and because I'm saving them, then it's like, how far back do I go? I know. And then I lose track where I am. So it's a waste.
That's a good question. Like if you're starting someone, I like to do it in sequence,
Me too.
but I like to learn about new stuff. So I never know. Do I watch the first
And go
few
back.
and then there's an art to
Is
catching up.
and the two that I talked about are relatively new, so you can start from the beginning.
Yes, that's
That
always
is
nice.
the best.
That is nice.
Mhm.
That is nice.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
Okay, let's talk crochet.
Okay, let's talk crochet because everyone's talking about look at you, in the cross stitch world, granny squares. So in the knitting world or the yarn world,
Yeah.
we have been doing granny striped blankets forever.
Oh,
Forever.
it was huge, maybe 5,
Huge.
6 years ago that
Huge.
granny
And then the wave comes back. And the reason it's really big in the knitting world is because as yarn dyers, let me just do a little public service announcement.
Yes,
Yarn,
me too.
we create something called mini skeins. What are those?
These are all my legacy fiber arts mini skeins over the years.
Oh, that is so nice.
I put them in but there's more. Here is my legacy fiber arts advent calendar.
Oh, you need to start a new blanket.
The gradient one that I started those little circles to make I forget what it was called.
Water arcade.
Yeah.
Ellen, yes.
Look at how beautiful.
Okay,
continue.
So as yarn dyers, we all create these beautiful mini skein bundles. This is my newest one called Otherworld Minis. And it is from the Coraline movie, which is our Halloween movie of the year. We always pick a movie for Halloween and Christmas and dye colorways around it. So this is Portal. This is Buttons. This is Coraline Jones. And this is Jumping Mouse Circus. Feel like I'm doing a YouTube for us. Look at you. Oh my gosh. So people can't not buy these. They are like crazy for minis. Like I always have to dye a ton of them. So people go, well, what do I do with it? Well, you can do so many things, but one of the biggest things in the yarn world is are you ready with yours?
I've got 2.
Done. I have one done and one almost done. I didn't bring the one almost done down.
Okay.
So they are called granny stripe blankets. Look at that, Lori Holt. Don't you love it? I will send you minis. Oh my gosh, it is so much fun. They are gigantic.
Yours is cuter than mine.
No. And this is my first one. So these aren't all our yarns, but look at it.
Yeah, these are just random for me.
You can also do granny stripes, a weather. Have you heard about the weather blankets?
That would be fun.
I am dying to do a weather blanket. So yeah, and then I wish I could find the pattern, this glorious. No, I haven't woven in one end, not one end. So it's not even in use, but this glorious crochet scalloped border.
Oh, that's a good idea. I picked up and did
you did double crochet.
But I would like to do I was thinking I was going to do like a white all around, like a lace or something. But I love it over on my couch. It's so cozy. And it's all fingering weight.
So it's light.
Yeah. Which to a non-knitter, when we say fingering weight, it doesn't sound nice.
No.
Did you know that?
No, it's very, very thin.
Yes.
I just got an order. Someone's watching. They probably it's not loud. It would be so funny if it was a mini skein set.
Yeah, it would be. You're looking.
Oh, you know what it is? It's hysterical. It's the micro set, which they also come in 50 grams.
That's funny.
Grams. So anyways,
this is a sock weight, basically what you'd knit socks with.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Actually, it's perfect because it's a big blanket. It would weigh so much.
It would weigh so much in worsted weight, like your grandma would make for you in the 60s, 70s, 80s.
Wait, I have one of those to show.
But this is wool, you guys, and this is merino.
They're gorgeous.
And mine's a superwash merino, so I can put this in the wash.
Same. I haven't woven in one end, so it's not even on my couch. It's upstairs. Okay. Do you want to see my $1 million blanket? So all of you crocheters go out, start,
Yeah.
you just chain as much as you want. And then
Yeah.
how many double crochets? Is it 2 or 3?
Excuse me, I don't remember, but you know how cute Lori's yarn? I mean, Lori calls her chunky thread, which is really cute because it's from a floss side. You know, when I saw chunky thread, I thought it was chunky yarn then.
No.
You know, I thought it was chunky.
I feel like it's pretty lightweight.
But it isn't. It's chunky thread. So I think it's more like a DK. So it's not a heavy. So
no, and I want to order some to make pillows.
No, I know. I love her granny square stuff.
Yes.
So
I'm going to show you my $1 million granny square blanket.
Okay, I want to see that.
And because it's made out of, it's a cotton wool. It was when I was working at the yarn shop, so I would buy a little at a time. I'm not kidding you. It's $1 million.
Yeah. We both worked in yarn shops, so that's why we have a lot of yarn.
I can't use it because isn't that stunning? Look at this. So I start with a circle and then I square it off.
Love.
So I'm going to give a little hint to all the people that are doing the crochet along, because I made so many, I came up with this system. So say you have 15 colors total, and each one besides your final border. So you need 1, 2, 3, 4. So I take those 4 colors and I make the center circle, one of each color. And then I do the next round, one of each color. And then, I'm not saying it right. So I have yellow, blue, green, orange. Okay. So I have all those centers, and then I put a blue on that center. I just keep going. So that you don't have to make all those decisions. When I make this, when I've made all my granny square blankets, I pick however many colors I need for the square. And I make each center, each second part, and use
the same color. So you're only bringing out one color at a time and using the same.
Well, it's kind of 4 colors at a time.
Got it.
Because each circle is one color. Then the next row, you just keep jetting them down. So that now you have 4 squares that look totally different, but you have 4, you only use 4 colors. So you can make so many then you can switch it. You can go, okay, now I'm going to, no, you can't switch it. Then you bring in.
You go the other direction.
You can go the other direction. No, because the other direction has actually already happened because you're doing those 4. So you're always, I'm not making sense.
We need a mathematician here.
I know. It's amazing though.
You are making sense.
Yeah, you're no longer using your brain constantly going, oh, I need new colors. I need, what combination?
And laying them out and kind of, you're
so
just
I would just
from your bag.
Yeah, so that would create 4 squares automatically, just not even thought about. So that was my hint for all of the crocheters who are struggling coming up with color combinations.
That's a great idea. I loved Lori's tip about making all the circles, first and putting them ahead of time, because then you've got different colored circles and that's the hard part. And you can just.
It's kind of that same concept. It's kind of the same concept.
No, it's a different. Go ahead.
No, whenever I'm making one, I want it to be stress-free. And that for me makes it stress-free. No, not even stress-free. I don't want to think. I just want to crochet.
Yeah, you've created a process that does all the thinking for you.
And they look great.
Yeah. And you're using the same amount of yarn. Like you're going to use it up. Equally. I mean, technically.
Yes, you do. I
So
know. I've used that process. Like I made both my boys granny square Afghans one Christmas. You would have thought I gave them $1 million. They love them so much. And they have gone to I'm like, oh, they're going to lose them. I shouldn't have given them to them this early. They moved to every apartment with them.
I love it.
I know they
I
love them.
love it. I started just pulling out Christmas colors. And that's where I'm at with this one.
Oh,
Does it look Christmas? I mean, okay.
absolutely.
Only problem is I don't know what I did, but I cast on or chained too tightly. And so I've got this, it's too tight. I don't know what I did differently. So it's like,
I wonder if
stretchy.
what's in between, what's in between your double crochets? How many stitches?
I couldn't tell you because it's been so long since I picked it up. So I don't know if I think I want to start over.
I wonder if you had,
because you know what? It's too long anyway.
Mm.
That's another thing that it's like, what do you cast on for the length? That's a trick. I have to remember.
And I don't remember. I'm going to sneeze. Oh my gosh.
I don't either. But I mean, it's just so fun. The Christmas colors. I can't wait just to have that on my couch for Christmas. I mean, this is like, I put it on our king size bed and it like reached the floor on both sides. It was way too long. I don't need that.
I have another one that's, I think I'm to the, oh my gosh.
Now I got something in my eye. Poor mess. Oh, that's all the yarn.
I know, it's too much wool around us.
Yeah, I'm just pulling from this one.
Yes. So on my one upstairs, I did the magic knot, which was just taking skeins, knotting together, a specific knot. I'm hoping I did it. Rolling a giant ball. And
that's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
And I actually got scientific with this one. I took I calculated the weight of one row. Wow. And I made because I wanted each stripe to be just one in length. I didn't want them to bundle, like, see that orange? I got mad that was two. So for my Christmas one, I wanted it one. So I weighed what one was. And when I made my magic ball, I only put that amount in I know.
Wow. That's impressive. Now, I had another thought. The other thing is, if you do each one color, you can leave. So you don't have to weave in all your ends. You can leave fringe. I mean, I don't think I would like it, but a lot of people like it. So you don't have to weave in all those ends. Just cut them and fringe the sides.
Could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
super fun.
And that was so fun that Lori has gotten everybody into the granny stuff again.
People are so into it. And goodness, I keep getting orders. People must be like, oh, okay.
Technically, they're not getting this video yet.
I know.
Okay. So this is the funny story.
Okay.
So this is something that I had in my vintage stitching box that I inherited.
So that is stitched.
That is stitched.
Gorgeous.
And it's old. It feels like a linen to me. It doesn't feel like a cotton to me. It's rough.
It looks like it's silk. The way you're holding it.
It's cotton. And it's I mean, it's definitely done by hand. And these are like satin stitched. And I think I feel like maybe it was stamped. No, this isn't the one that I saw the marks. I don't know. So it's in German and it's the old German. So George and I had to kind of look up how it looked in the old German text and all that kind of stuff. And maybe there's somebody here who can read it in German, but when we translated it translated to something like orderliness brings profit.
Wow, if that's not karma.
And I'm like, yes.
No.
And I got my shelves.
That's gorgeous, Rachel. What do you do with that?
I think I need it framed. I don't know if my family did it, and I don't understand like what this design is all about and what was this used for. And
go ahead.
No, I thought, a lot of the old German stuff was very biblical. I typed it in, and there are Bible verses, about how if your soul is in order, or prophet, like,
what I could see, I don't know if it could be done, but could it be made into could you incorporate quilting and have it be a wall hanging?
Maybe.
I know,
the design is so bizarre too. It looks like, are those like dogwood flowers, or?
You know what I see? And it's not.
What is this?
I see a sheep's head.
Is that what the middle thing looks like to you?
Me, and those are the ears.
Yeah, I just don't understand this.
Not, but that's what I see.
Such a bizarre thing to inherit. And it's only bordered around the one side. So was it meant to be on a table? At first, when I didn't know what it meant, I was like, oh, did they put it like on a top of a dresser, or like was there like decanters on top of this for a dining room, but
boy, if you had a table that it was safe on, it would be stunning.
I mean, orderliness
is godly
profit.
So I'm automatically a failure in that.
I mean, yeah, it was a sense of order brings profit.
It's true. Oh my gosh, I love it, Rachel. And I love that it's red.
I just do not understand. If anybody knows about.
Okay, so what if you did this, Rachel? What if you got rid of the red border and just framed it?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It'd be fun with Paige, just to frame a good story. And my walls in here are actually red.
Oh.
So I thought it would be kind of fun just to frame it. It's got a good story.
Yeah.
And it's in a business room, It's like.
Yeah, a needlework business room.
Yeah. And order about being, organized brings profit. It was when we discovered what it meant, we were laughing so hard. It was very interesting.
Very cool.
Yeah. So bizarre. And then I think I've showed, we were talking about crochet, but I think my great grandma maybe made this. It's stitched, little crochet pouch.
So great.
Just so cute. So I don't know what I do with that. It's too little to put my crochet in, but I don't know. This is just so, all this kind of stuff, it's just been stitched and it feels nice. And I know this is so like probably stamped and simple, but I could make a pattern. I should probably just get Carrie's pattern, make some bags. This is kind of interesting for like, I don't know, this must have been on a table or something. Just
that so like reminds me of my grandmother.
Yeah, and you could do something really fun because it's got this crocheted lace border to it, and the butterfly would be really fun to have on a.
The butterfly would.
Yeah. I think they're so fun to look at.
So fun.
This one, I love this fabric. Oh, this fabric is so nice. I don't know. I love the ticking or the striping. It just has these one little basket, and then I don't know if they got sick of stitching, but the other corners are like these tiny little.
That is so funny.
I know. This went on a card table. I know my grandma would have lots of.
Well, and I wonder, is it put on like diagonally where the points? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So points are in the center instead of on that corners.
Maybe that's how they did it. But why would they have one? Why would she have one corner have a?
Because that would be the front.
The front. Maybe that's okay.
That's the only thing I think.
Okay, I like that better than she just didn't want to stitch. That would have been me. And then this wild one is my favorite.
Oh,
corners.
boy, I feel like Carrie could do something great with that.
Oh, and there it's a really shiny
Yes.
thread. I don't know if it's like a rayon kind of thread, but it came
Nice.
with
It has such a
napkin.
doesn't it have such a Southwest flair to it?
Yeah, maybe it does. I got 4
Colors.
sets of napkins that have the
Oh,
stitching like that. Yeah, it does kind of Southwest. I never thought of
look at
that.
the colors. Yeah, it's very like,
Yeah, you're right. Kind of almost like a rodeo.
yeah. You could throw
Yeah.
that in your press. It'd be gorgeous. All pressed
Yeah.
down.
Oh, I know. Yeah. So the little napkins, you could maybe even make a little pouch.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
I don't know.
You know what? I think that is honoring the needlework when you do that kind of stuff.
I do too. I mean,
And-
I'd love that it had more use
Yeah.
afterward. Yeah. So then I
Very
have
cool.
these Dresdens that
Oh,
are out of that old feed sack. I think this is I'm sure it's feed sack cloth from.
oh, you need to make project bags with those on them.
I know these are like hand stitched. This is not machine.
Wow.
Yeah, and I love like the backing fabrics on some of these are so cool. I'm so glad my mom saved these.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I would
4 of them.
definitely be doing something with those.
I know. I don't know if they were intended to be like a hot pad or
I don't know, but they're really nice.
aren't they cool? So Lori, what should I do with these?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's my show.
Love it.
My little show and tell.
Just love it.
Oh gosh. Anyway,
So fun.
so fun. What else do we have?
I don't know. I feel like we had so much more than I anticipated.
So speaking about the crochet bags, I finally,
Did you make some?
well, this bag was made by our dear friend Diane
love mine.
for us. And when these bags came, I was so excited because I was meaning to make a prototype because I have like 10 yards of this fabric that I wanted to put in the shop into kits. So I finally did. I kitted up. And I know it's kind of hard to find right now. I know a lot of shops are waiting, sold out, but I have the panels as well as the charms that kind of go with them in my shop. So if you want to make yourself these bags, the panels have the instructions on. If you go to my listing, it explains it all. And I even have the link to Lori's tutorial on YouTube. So go check out the panels if you're interested.
So cool. I can't tell you how much I love the zipper bag.
Yeah,
The little pouch.
the little one. I'm gonna put my
I-
books in this one.
Yep.
I think
I love it so much. I've been using mine for my sweater I'm knitting. Oh, I love that. So,
Yeah, I put one on my bag.
so fun.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, I love it.
yeah. So check that out in my shop. It's there.
Love it.
I think I'll jump to shop stuff right now.
Jump to shop stuff.
I just got 3 new Liberty fabrics in that I think are just charming. Check out the Liberty Riviera collections, A, B, and C. They're all Riviera prints. And I'm not going to open these up right now, but you can see they're just little designs. I love the stripes. I think would be great for backings, all the florals. Can you see just the pretty designs? I think they'd be great for summer stitches that you're finishing at home.
Love them.
Yeah, I mean, I love there's little fish and the florals, just simple florals. So I picked up the 3 different collections. They're just different colorways
Love them.
with just a little bit different colors. I love the pinks and the greens in this one. This has actual corals, which I thought were really pretty. And then the other one is the blues and greens.
So
This is
pretty.
an okay way to show right now.
Oh, perfect. I can see them perfectly.
Okay, yeah.
Love.
Look at that red, white, and blue. I mean, there's a lot of variety
Mm-hmm.
with you. So that's in the shop. That will be in the shop, hopefully, when this comes up. And then I got some things from the Japanese makers that I'm loving, like the Kohana and some of the other makers. This is, let me get my information so I say this all right. So I did get a couple of their bag sets that have a memo pad and mini colored pencils. This is the kit. If you go on my site and look at the listing, maybe I'll put a picture here. I just do not want to just destroy the packaging, but these are really special little kits with wonderfully made pencils in them. Very beautiful. So I have a couple of those in my shop. And then I have these tweed. I love this. Let's see here. So this is a tweed pin cushion with these sewing pins. So this is the really pretty pin cushion. And these are the pins that have the sewing tools. Can you see the thimble? Look at how precious these are. The sewing machine.
Oh my goodness, I love that.
I know, all Japanese, tiny, just I mean, really special. So these are kind of like, I'm starting to stock my store with, I'm thinking Christmas gifts in mind too. These are really little special things. And then I came across this. I thought, oh, this would be so fun to wear for a retreat. This is the pink, it's a pin cushion that it's got a leather strap you can wear. And then these really pretty marking pins go on.
Yes.
I mean, it's just so.
Don't hug anyone though.
Well, the pin would be. Yeah. Well, and it comes in really pretty packaging. You know, so these would be lovely. Yeah. So I have those little special things in my shop.
Tell me this. Do you do gift certificates?
I will. Yeah. That's a good point too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have those up yet, but I'm thinking about that for the holidays. And I'm also thinking about offering a little gift wrap kind of thing. I don't know. Is that something? Let me know if that's something that would be of interest. Because I do ask, is this a gift? Because if somebody doesn't want me to, I don't know, you know, if it's a gift, they can write a note or something in it.
Right.
Because people have asked me can you write a little note and say it's from me?
So nice.
Put in there, but yeah, so that's kind of the main things. Like I said, I'm going to be ordering a big order from Blackwing, my pencils, and the thing I'm waiting on, I have a bunch of kits that are like 99% there to go in the shop, but I'm waiting on floss. The floss is a little bit of an issue right now for me, but it's coming. So
fabric is such a huge issue right now.
Yeah,
such a huge issue.
Yeah, but we're getting there.
We are.
Yeah, and we all have plenty to do. I mean, really, don't
thing, right? It's like we have plenty to do.
Yes, but thank you to everyone who's ordered from the shop. It's just going really well. I appreciate it so much, and I hope you're all enjoying the items that are coming to you. And thank you to everyone who's been with our clubs. The July club went out.
Amazing.
We only had a wait list for the 36 Fat Quarter Club. If you were on the wait list, pretty high up on the wait list, you got an email from me asking if you'd be interested in a 40 count swap, because I did have some extra 40 counts. If you got an email from me and you haven't let me know yet, let me know, because I will just go down on the list a few more. Mm-hmm. Some people have taken advantage of that. I stitched Sue's 40 count. I think the way you process your fabric doesn't really shrink it much. I feel like your holes you can really see in the 40 count, and the way we steam press opens the holes back up. I think. I don't know. I can stitch on it. So
yeah. I don't look at 40 count and go, oh, I can't see it at all because it's too tight. I don't.
Yeah.
Just it shouldn't. In the process I use, it shouldn't shrink very much.
Yeah. So if you're a confident 36 count stitch person, I think our 40 count is a true 40 count. It's not a shrunken 40 count. Mm-hmm. That's just my thought. if that helps in your decision making. Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. So that's all I've got. That's a
Same.
lot.
It's
I
a
know.
lot for thinking we had nothing. We had a lot.
I know.
It feels like we haven't been here in a long time, but we were like,
I know.
I
I
don't
know. Thanks to everyone who has subscribed. If you haven't yet subscribed, if you could, we'd appreciate it. Give us a like as well. We appreciate that. And we love your comments below. We read them all. Sue, did you see someone knew you from way back when?
Yes, was that in this
below?
one?
That was in this one. And I think I think you need to still read that one, I think.
Oh, I thought I did now in the last one or the one before. It was somebody that used to shop at my shop.
Yeah. So this one is someone I think who, I don't know, go look.
Oh, I might not have seen it. The problem with me is I read the comments for X amount of time and then I kind of forget they're even there, which is bad. So I will go read it when we're done.
And I usually tell Sue to look if it's like a question for you or I think I forgot to do that on that one.
Oh, I'll go. Now I'm curious. I wonder this other one. The name I couldn't place. I'm way better at faces than names, but I couldn't place it. But it was so cool. Now, was there one that took a class from me? Was that this one?
There was, I think so.
Yeah.
They were like, I went into my stash and I have nutmeg needle stuff. They were like, oh my gosh.
That is so funny. That was
you were the nutmeg needle.
I was the nutmeg needle. Oh my God. 1,000 years ago.
Yeah.
So funny because I look at those designs and go, oh. Some of them have held up, but others have not at all. It's like, yeah. A long time ago. I think Ben turned 1 when I started my business, and Ben is 30. And I was in the business for probably 10 years. So yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
I know.
Wow. Well, have a great 2 weeks, and maybe we'll see you on a live. Maybe it will be talking Biscorno. We'll see what Sue ends up deciding.
I know. Now, the other thing, I don't know if anyone lives in the Vermont area, but Chelsea and I are going to be doing a pop-up shop, 3 racks worth plus baskets, next Saturday at Must Love Yarn in Shelburne, Vermont, which is right outside of Burlington. I think it's Shelburne or South Burlington, one or the other. Must Love Yarn, the best yarn shop. Such a great yarn shop. We are doing a pop-up along with Michelle of Woolens and Nosh, which I'm so excited about. And one other vendor who I can't remember who it is. I don't think it's anyone I knew, but it's from 10 to 3. We're so
There's a bunch of vendors.
Well, that's there's 3 on all the weekends, like the September one. I think there's 3 more.
Yes, it's okay. I see. So August 13th, Fleece Kingdom, Fleece and Fiberworks.
Okay, so they're Vermont based. Actually, I think we're all Vermont based because Chelsea lives in Vermont.
Yeah.
And then Michelle lives in Vermont.
And Woolens and Nosh does like the amazing striped yarn, like 24 stripes of different colors, potential. Like
she's the best.
Yeah, she's really good at choosing colors, and go to her.
And her lines are super clean, and she's amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, if anyone is like, come visit. It's our first time in public since pandemic.
So you have a whole like booth with a like overhang. Take pictures. You gotta post. I want to see what you guys look like. So who's taking the money and who's gonna be standing there? How's that gonna look?
It's Chelsea and I.
Yeah.
Dave's not coming. I'm going up alone because we've been back and forth so much this summer. And Jake is so good about taking Winnie, but we try not to push it because it's a lot. She's a lot. And he's been up when I didn't go up. And then, so I think at this point it's just me going up, but I might be coming back with 2 little bodies.
Oh, fun.
I know. I think I'm going to bring the girls back for a couple of days. Dave's on vacation, so we'll enjoy them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
so it'll
how
be
nice
nice.
you can drive alone with them now and just have a good time.
Oh, I can. It's a little tricky because Charlie gets car sick. Um, so
Oof.
yeah, it's a little tricky, and she gets this like sad look on her face, and so even
Oh.
if she doesn't get sick, I have to pull off and give her a hug because she just looks so sad.
Poor
I
thing.
I know. So yeah,
Oh.
I love being with my girls. They're just the best.
Okay, so this show is not this Saturday, but a week from
A
Saturday.
week from Saturday. So
Okay, so meet Sue and
yeah,
Bernard Chelsea if you're up there.
yeah, it's gonna
Oh,
be.
I don't know yet any. If you're, I don't know if anybody from Vermont has ever.
I
sent-
know it'd be fun. It'd be fun. I'll have all my yarn there, and it's just a really great group of people. And
Mhm. Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I was supposed to go to a wedding this weekend that I had to say no to because it just feels like people that go to weddings end up getting sick, and
Yeah.
I couldn't risk it. It's killing me. It's one of my dearest friends' sons. It's killing me, but kind of couldn't risk it this time around. I can't have Chelsea do it alone. It's impossible to do alone.
No, you're probably very smart because you haven't been out in a big group like that.
No, we
You
really
haven't gotten it yet.
no. I haven't had it. We're very conservative about it because of the girls. We want to be able to see them. So
Yeah, no, that's smart. All right, everyone, enjoy. We'll see you soon. Bye. Oh, needle step.
I love that.
I do too.
Oh,
Okay, now if I hit end, I don't want to leave the meeting. I want to just hit stop.